Welcome to a state that's high school basketball crazy. The 2005 Powerade Jam Fest comes to you from Indiana. We're at Bethel College in Mishawaka, just a few miles from Notre Dame. Go ahead. We'll stay right here.
All right, we'll wait until later. Maybe a little later.
John Brockman to lead us off. Brockman will go to Washington in the fall.
Some guys, when they dunk it hard. Now let's show what Brockman does. Ooh. A little lift. A little up and under dunk right here. It amazes me what guys can do in the air with the ball. These are the kind of guys you get worried about if you're a dunker in this dunk contest. He's so tall, standing around 6'7", and so long like he is.
Miles going to Texas.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh for 3 is Miles.
That's high.
Pretty good finish, huh?
Well, he's still showing you can get up right there. A little elevation for you.
A total of 60 for Calvin Miles.
I'm telling you, Wright was doing some dunks before this thing started. Oh!
All this stuff out. This is the Jordan from the baseline. That's pretty good right there.
That was very Jordan-esque. Well, Tim, that's something I never had a problem with. I never had a problem with throwing up to the backboard to myself as a point guard. Well, you know, I think he used all his dunks up before the thing actually started. He was doing every kind of dunk possible. Josh McRoberts, he told me before the start, he's like, you know, I might be underrated, but I can jump. Don't sleep on me. That's what he said. I think there were 2. I think.
Look at this. It's like a reverse 360.
Yeah, that was like the Vince Carter 360 windmill. I think it's the 50 Cent music. I think it pumps him up.
The guy that he likes the best as a dunker is David Lee, who won this contest with the Florida Gators now. Oh, I'm liking that.
Between the legs, rock the cradle.
But Jason, put the 10 down. You can't be a judge and an announcer.
Micah Downs, who will go to Kansas. 37-inch vertical for Downs.
The first time that Micah Downs dunked was in 8th grade last season as a senior. Averaged over 2 slam dunks per game.
Guys, I need to get taller.
63 points on the first dunk.
When I played basketball in the NBA, Jason Richardson had a fast break one time.
And Amir Johnson, the only player from the state of California in the McDonald's All-American Boys competition, is going to Louisville.
As I was talking to him before this, he has a couple tricks up his sleeve to show you guys tonight.
Oh! How about that for a trick or a treat?
Now, typically, other than Larry Nance, big guys aren't impressive in dunk contests. They're too close to the rim. But this is good right here.
Well, he's so long and he just reaches out for it. I think that's the thing that made it great.
Oh, I mentioned Larry Nance. That was nasty right there. That was vintage Larry Nance.
All 10s for Johnson.
And the beauty of that dunk, the first 5 dunkers have missed about half their dunks. He makes 2 on 1 attempt. Oh, boy.
That will not count as an attempt for Lewis Williams, a guy that...
Well, that's just... Now I hear all these stories, Tim's telling us stories about these guys dunking and stuff.
Now that counts as a dunk. Gerald Green, who's going to Oklahoma State, has to get at least 118 points to advance to the finals.
Oh, man. He was doing some stuff in warm-ups that I told him to save for the dunk contest, and he said, don't you worry about it. I got better stuff for the dunk contest.
He needs to get 49 points on this dunk to advance to the finals.
It's too short.
No, not for him. I watched him do that about 5 times.
I mean, he just left almost at the foul line. My goodness. Wow.
And he's not even going to get all 10s on that dunk, according to our judges.
I'm giving him 2 10s, guys.
Let's take a look at our 4 finalists in the 2005 Slam Dunk competition. Amir Johnson, Josh McRoberts, Gerald Green, and John Brockman all advanced to the Final 4.
Yeah, there's not a lot of tricks, no finesse. He just goes and throws it down hard. You know, I think he dunks a lot like one of our judges, LaFonso Ellis, who in the game when he played here.
You know, everybody wants to do a spectacular dunk, but he doesn't realize that his elevation is what makes all his dunks spectacular.
How about that dunk by Gerald Green?
You know, now I believe this guy could hit his head on the rim.
Almost hit his rear end on the backboard there.
Oh my.
Everybody gets to dunk once.
Well, actually did the smart thing, just did the dunk that he know he can do, and hopefully that'll be enough to get him to the next round, and it is, by 2 points.
The dunker who had the fewest points in his first dunk of the finals. Amir Johnson had 138 points in the first round. Josh McRoberts had the highest point total after his first dunk with 63 points. Gerald Green and John Brockman with 61 points apiece. Amir Johnson, who had the lowest point total.
Wait, don't mess around with Dr. J's legacy unless you can really bring it.
Oh, and he can! He does bring it!
Wow.
No, even Evander Holyfield has to like that one.
And Sonny Hill gave him a 9. Sonny Hill gave him a 9.
No, he got his foot on the foul line. That's every bit the same dunk as Dr. J.
To best what Amir Johnson did.
It's a hard dunk to do, I tell you.
Now is the chance to bring it out.
Green didn't like it as much as the crowd. We'll see what the judges say.
Well, I think he really wanted that one on the backboard.
Evander says 10.
And our new leader with 100
Dominique Wilkins is a big guy that I've seen that jumps as high, both 6'7".
Can he get a 66, guys?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a Dookie that won the dunk contest.
Oh!
That may be close.
Hey, don't sleep. Don't get it started now. You never know.
Remember, he said that his favorite dunker was David Lee. That's a dunk right there that Lee brought on his way to the dunk championship.
All right.
Looking at our standings, Josh McRoberts, Gerald Green will have a dunk off.
So that put me right back in.
I'm back.
I'm back in now. I'm back. Hello.
Through the legs. All 10s.
Well, guys, his head is by the rim. Every single time he put that ball down between his legs, and his head was by the rim. There's no more. You know, from Josh, I love Josh. From Josh, I'm like, you know what, you got it.
I like it. That was good, but not good enough.
Yes. Well, Josh McRoberts had a couple of tricks in his bag, but not enough tricks to beat Gerald Green.
Gerald Green is the slam dunk champion in 2005. He beats Josh McRoberts in the dunk off. Amir Johnson finishes third. John Brockman comes in fourth. And Tim, that wraps up another amazing Powerade Jam Fest.